Hey guys, this is Jolene's lesson. She has been doing great. Her potty training is still a work in progress, but we will talk about that. I also want to show you that anytime all her meals were fed out of her slow feeder or the Kong wobbler or the tricky treat ball. So she's great about going in her crate, but I usually would put at least like a few like little pieces of her kibble in the ball and then give the ball to her in her crate. And so if I did that, she didn't cry, she wasn't upset, she's fine. If I ever tried to just put her in the crate without anything in the toy, then she had a harder time settling down. So as long as she had a good chew item or just a little bit of something in these, perfect. She's been sleeping in, and we don't get up at the same time every morning. We sleep in a little later on the weekends. Great, no accidents in the crate, no problem. So when we're training, she's focused, she loves the training, she will go with you as long as you want. Good girl. So, all right, I'm just gonna start running through all her behaviors she's been working on. I know this is a refresher for you from Sammy, but I just wanna make sure you see Jolene's version of everything. So we'll start out with the watch me, remember? So that's eye contact. So she's looking at me, she's thinking about me. If her eyes are on me, she's focused. So Jolene, watch me. Yes, does not matter her body position, so she can be sitting, laying down, standing, as long as it's eye contact. Watch me. Yes. Good. Treat-wise, I'm primarily using her dog food, so I would say my treat pouch here is filled with like 90% of her food, so she's working for her food, and then with treats mixed in, and we want to keep our treats small. Also be aware about how much you're feeding her versus how much you're using for training, just so that she's getting the right amount, and you could always portion it out and then pull part of it to go into a training bag. So Jolene, we'll do sitting down. Jolene, sit. Good girl. Down. Yes, good girl. She's really good at her down. Jolene, stand. Yes, that was a little tougher, but stand, it's thrown in there, but we don't do it every time. Jolene, watch me. Good girl, good girl. Now, if I'm telling her good girl, I am not promising a treat, right? I'm just praising her, telling her that I like what she's doing. But if you ever hear me say yes, I'm going to back that with a treat. So yes equals treat, and I really am throwing that in there at this point for behaviors that maybe I still need her to focus on. So the stand specifically, that's still fairly new. So I'm gonna yes almost every time she hits the stand, and I'm looking at her back hip so that she's gone all the way up. So Jolene, stand. Yes. So even if she sits, I'll go ahead and pull the treat out to get her in the stand. Sit. Jolene, stand. Yes. There you go. There it is. There it is. So a while ago I asked her to sit and she laid down. So one of the things I can do is just give no feedback, right? I didn't praise her, I didn't treat her. I just kind of didn't even acknowledge that she laid down instead of sitting. But I also want to keep randomly rewarding the sit. So if I never reward the sit again, it's going to go away, okay? So she'll learn that she should just offer the other ones because that doesn't ever get a payout. So with her sit, the thing she's good at, randomly reward it, and you can always reward the best versions of it. Good girl. Okay, we'll go through those 4. Stand. Yes. Good girl. I'm going to pull her back out. Good. Jolene, sit. Uh-oh, sit. Good girl. There you go. Yes. So that time I went ahead and I'm correcting her, getting back in position. because I don't want her to start to ignore the sit. Good. Jolene, touch. Good girl, touch. Good girl, touch. Yes. So I think you guys had already started touch, but that is a nose palm, and she's very good at it. Jolene, touch. Yes. Good girl. So I'm going to ask for another sit since she's laid down twice. Jolene, sit. Yes. Get in there, reward it early. Good girl. Come. Sit. Sit. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Sit. Yes. So I marked it right when she sat. She looked like she was going to the down. Good. She's like, I like the down. Stand. Yes. Ooh, good job. Good job. All right. So you have watch me, sit, down, and stand. And for her, you know, do it at Jolene's level. And then we have our touch.